Hey, what's up guys? This is Spooky, and this is just a quick, thank you video. Just shout outs out there to all the monsters, all you guys who've been watching here on YouTube or watching the stream. Anyway, East Coast Throwdown just ended. It was pretty nice. Hopefully you guys liked it. Some of the videos are going up on YouTube. They'll be done really soon, and soon I'll finish labeling them and get them out there to you guys. Also, please make sure to check out Battle Circuit this week because it should be super sick. Justin's coming, Jay Wong, and yeah, it's gonna be super dope. And it's also sponsored by Dogecoins, Dogecoins. So sponsored by Dogecoins, and it's possibly going to be sponsored by Nodifuro. Not final yet, but we'll see what's up. Yeah, so there you go. Make sure to check it out. Anyway, this is more of kind of a thank you to everybody who donated over the past couple weeks or so while we were doing our drive. And thanks to you guys, I was able to get a couple new things. The number one big thing I was able to get was a new audio mixer. I also replaced some cables and stuff. And kind of as a thank you, this is kind of to those. I know a lot of people ask me for streaming advice all the time. I get tons of requests, right? So this is kind of just a quick throw out video out there for those of you guys that have been running your own stream, and it's just mostly going to be about audio, and it's going to cover this nice new mix that you guys gave me. So yeah, give me a second guys, let's see if I can adjust this a little bit and we can take a peek at what's going on over here. Right, so so check this out. Right, first here I have this thing, right, and it's the PV. This is actually the mixer I was using. Is the PV8, which is like this OG style mixer. This is kind of typical of like what pretty much everybody has that I've seen on their stream, or they have the Behringer like 502 mixer, which is very similar to this. It's got these little knobs here to control your volume and stuff. Up top it's got all your inputs, so you've got XLR up here. This model is nice because it also has RCA, so if you're plugging in via RCA, you can use that. Kind of a feature for consumers, not really like a professional audio thing. It's got its little headphone port. It's very, very typical basic deal. Anyway, this mix is the one I ended up getting. I found this thing on eBay used for really cheap, and I've actually owned this model before, but I lucked out and found another cheap one. My previous one got damaged, which is why I needed a new mixer. And so immediately you can kind of see some differences between this huge hog beast and this thing, right? But the main differences, I'll kind of point them out to you guys. Number one is that instead of having these little knobs here like you see on this one to kind of dial everything out, it has these slider bars, so it makes it really easy, as you can see, for me to adjust audio and go kind of lower or louder. And one thing that's also really nice is that it has this little individual track level meters. So as an example, let's see, I'll play a track that I have on here. Let's see if this, yeah, there we go, cool, that's working, right? So what's really nice with this is it makes it really easy for me to see the difference between the tracks. And let's say if I have a track muted like this and the gain is up super high or something's wrong, right, I can actually see here that it's overloading, and I can kind of lower it down first and then just bring in the track pretty easily. So that's nice. Also, what's really great about this mixer, right, is that on my previous mixer, it does have equalization here, but it's really crappy. Now check out the EQ on this thing. This is what I have it set to now. Listen to it without any EQ on. It sounds completely different, but you can see how with the EQ, it comes out really nice. Yeah, so that's just to give you an idea. It's pretty cool. So anyway, thanks a lot, guys. It's really going to help me out. I'll make sure to use it at Battle Circuit this week, and I'll be using it at some of the major events coming up. One of the other things that's nice about this model is how the outputs work. There's two auxiliary outputs rather than one auxiliary output, which is on some. And auxiliary out is usually what someone would use for, like, let's say you're at a big event, right, and you want to push to large speakers or the house audio or something like this. This way, on the auxiliary outputs, I can force, let's say I don't want people to hear the commentary in the crowd, right, but I want them to hear, the game sound or whatever else. Then on an auxiliary input, I can put only the game feed, or let's say I have house microphones, I can turn those on, right? And then, I won't have like the commentary on there. But then if I really wanted to, I could put the commentary on, or I could put myself on the house microphone for a while if I really wanted to. Or, lots of things. It's really flexible. I could take the house microphones and then send them to the stream, which is what I did at ECT, although I did it with the smaller mixer. Things like that. just to give you an idea. The last feature about this one that's really nice that not a lot of other mixers have, I'll try and show it to you up close, is it has a feature called Talkback. And this is it's actually really useful for the stream. But what Talkback allows you to do is I can send it either to the control room / headphones or to an auxiliary output. But it allows me to take a microphone that I have in particular, and I can just send it to a channel. So in this case, I would probably send it to the headphones. But the key here is I can actually talk to people doing commentary on the headphones directly without the stream hearing it, which is a feature that I used to use a lot, and I couldn't use it anymore once I had to replace this thing. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. So it gives you an idea of why you would want, something like this for your stream versus, the average, Behringer or PV mixer that I see a lot of guys with. So yeah, you know what I mean? Sometimes splurging for audio makes a big difference, obviously, as you can see. Actually, if you're interested in getting one of these things yourselves, as it turns out, this is the Onyx 1220, not the I edition, just the 1220. I do not have the Firewire add-on or whatever the heck it is. I just have the board. It turns out if you look around on eBay, these things are going for under $300 used. Sometimes you can get them for like $200. I got this one for $220, plus a little bit for shipping or whatever. But it got here pretty quick, so that was great. Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. So once again, thanks a lot. And I'll see you guys soon. More videos from ECT are coming shortly. Good night, everybody.